Hello, welcome to Linear Equations Lesson 5. During this lesson we will study how to solve linear equations with denominators and with fractions. Example 1. Solve for x. The equation is x minus 1 divided by 5 equals x plus 2 divided by 8. To solve this equation, we have to get rid of the denominators. The denominator of the first fraction is 5, and the denominator of the second fraction is 8. The lowest common denominator is 40. Because numbers 5 and 8 are mutually prime, therefore the lowest common denominator is just the product of 5 and 8, which is 40. To get rid of the denominators, we multiply the left and the right sides of the equation by 40. We get 40 times x minus 1 over 5 equals 40 times x plus 2 over 8. To multiply 40 by a fraction, we first of all divide 40 by 5. 40 divided by 5 is 8. So in the left side we get 8 times x minus 1. Similarly, in the right side 40 divided by 8 is 5, and we get 5 times x plus 2. Now let us expand the brackets. 8 times x minus 8 times 1 is 8 equals 5 times x, 5x, plus 5 times 2 is 10. 5x we move to the left side with minus, we change the sign, and minus 8 we move to the right side with plus. 8x minus 5x is 3x, 8 plus 10 is 18. To find the unknown factor x, we divide the product 18 by the known factor 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Therefore, x equals 6 is the solution of the given equation. Really, we can apply a little bit different strategy in order to solve this equation. Instead of finding common denominator and multiplying both sides by the lowest common denominator, we can say that the given equation is a proportion. And we know the rule that in proportion, the product of the extreme terms are x minus 1 and 8, the product of the extreme terms equals to the product of the middle terms. The middle terms are 5 and x plus 2. So we can immediately write this equation without denominators in that representation. 8 times x minus 1 equals 5 times x plus 2. Example 2. Solve for x. The equation is 3½ times 2/3 x plus 4 over 7 equals 2 1/3. The left side of the equation is the product of two factors. The first factor is 3½ and the second factor is 2/3 x plus 4 over 7. The second factor is unknown factor because it contains the unknown variable x. 2 1/3 is the product of these two factors. To find the unknown factor, we must divide the product by the known factor. So we can rewrite this equation the following way. 2/3 x plus 4 over 7, it is the unknown factor. It equals product 2 1/3 divided by the known factor 3 1/2. So we applied this rule. Unknown factor equals product divided by known factor. In the right side of this equation, which we got right now, we have to divide two mixed numbers. 2 and 1/3 we have to divide by 3.5. In order to divide these two mixed numbers, we convert them into improper fractions. 2 and 1/3 is 7/3, because 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Similarly, 3.5 is 7/2, because 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And to divide by a fraction, we multiply by reciprocal. So we change division by multiplication by reciprocal. Now the right side of the equation simplifies, because we can reduce by 7. The numerator of the first fraction we can cross out with the denominator of the second fraction. And the result would be 2/3. Now we isolate variable. We move 4/7 to the right side of the equation with minus. In order to subtract two fractions, 2/3 and 4/7, we get both fractions to common denominator, which is 3 times 7, 21. The numerator and the denominator of the first fraction we multiply by 7. 2 times 7 is 14. 3 times 7 is 21. And the numerator and the denominator of the second fraction we multiply by 3. 4 times 3, 12. 7 times 3, 21. Now we can subtract 14/21 minus 12/21 is 2/21. And to find x, we must divide 2/21 by 2/3. So x would be equal to 2/21 divided by 2/3. And again, we change division by a fraction by multiplication by the reciprocal. So to divide by 2/3, it is the same as to multiply by the reciprocal by 3/2. Numerator of the first fraction 2 we can cross out with the denominator of the second fraction, and 3/21 we can reduce by 3. The result would be 1/7. So the answer is 1/7. Example 3. Solve for x. Check your solution. The equation is x plus 1/3 plus 2 minus 3x/2 equals -1. The lowest common denominator is the product of 3 and 2, which is 6. To get rid of the denominators, we multiply each term of the equation by 6. First term we multiply by 6, second term we multiply by 6, and we multiply by 6 the right side. 6 divided by 3 is 2, so this term would be 2 times x plus 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3, and we have to multiply 3 by 2 minus 3x. 6 times -1 is -6. Now we can expand the brackets. 2 times x, 2x, 2 times 1, 2, 3 times 2, 6, 3 times -3x minus 9x equals -6. In the left side we combine like terms. 2x and minus 9x is -7x, 2 plus 6 is 8. Now we isolate the variable. 8 we move to the right side of the equation with minus. Minus 6 and minus 8 is minus 14. And to find the unknown factor x, we divide the product, which is -14, by the known factor by -7. -14 divided by -7 is 2. We must check our solution. Substitute x equals 2 to the left side of the equation. We will get 2 plus 1 over 3 plus 2 minus 3 times 2 over 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 minus 6 is negative 4, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. Minus 4 divided by 2 is negative 2. 1 minus 2 is negative 1, which is right side. Left side equals right side. Therefore, x equals 2 is the solution of the equation. This is the end of this lesson. Thank you very much for participation. This was Vladimir Luzgin. Goodbye.